1,
2.
Welcome back to Study Break, episode 35.
Whoa!
We just finished. We just finished the election episode.
It only took us 35 episodes to get through our first week of school.
Jeez.
Yay!
Yay! Y'all looking at me? What's up? First reactions.
Oh my God! That's my reaction. I am so interested in what Bailey has to say. I'm really into the whole double agent. You have to take the deal, and then it's okay, there's bigger things at stake. What Sawyer definitely wants to say to Beans right now, and what I will say next episode is the stakes are higher than the election. You know what I mean? If Governor Frey information is on the table, we have to take that. We cannot care about our pride and combat class. That's gonna be way harder for Sawyer. But especially the election.
I mean, combat class is also the way to Astea that y'all know of right now.
I know, but it's also we can go back on that.
I mean, y'all do have time. Y'all do have time.
Beans just established that his word means nothing, which is an advantage and a disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, now they know that your word means nothing, so they got a plan for a double cross.
They don't know that it means nothing. They just know that
Also,
I'm gonna find some loopholes.
Also, they do have information and threatened you with some serious.
Yeah, that was for real. I like that the threat was real. I like that it wasn't just trying to intimidate us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Beans channel surfing has paid off really well 2 times, but I think this time
it was
a
risk.
shit.
I was so blinded by panic. I didn't hear all of what Brobini said.
Yeah.
So she knows what we did.
And Kato.
Yeah.
She knows
Kato.
that it was y'all. And also I was trying to read something. I was in panic too. She said that since he bit off Crackle's finger, they would talk about that, and then they would let the Crimson Brothers talk about that.
Listen,
result
you're
of that
telling me-
could be expulsion. Also, Brobini's father, she said, is on the Golden Order.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
And they would tell the faculty and Lord Arathis about what they did.
They have some shit on us.
I know.
Here's the thing. The finger thing, that doesn't scare me. You're telling me this is the first time somebody's bitten off somebody's finger on a quest? I don't believe that.
Well, against another academy.
They can't prove that it wasn't an accident.
I don't know. It's eyewitnesses.
The eyewitnesses will say, Bean said, get that finger out of my face or I'm going to bite it.
Yeah.
And then he kept it there.
The eyewitnesses will also say that we exploded the
That is true.
The more
I don't think
important
they
thing is
witnessed that.
she does have a connection
Yeah.
with really powerful. Hey, let's reflect on our wins. The Lord of Arathis joke killed.
Killed.
That was honestly the most
A+.
important.
And we got
for the-
second place.
Yeah.
Not that it mattered.
The Lord of Arathis bit finally really coming to fruition.
I think we can really ride the coattails of that.
That's we have popularity that matters. We don't need the position.
And we do know that we came in second.
We're the everyman.
Yeah.
We're the people's man.
I mean,
Exactly.
I mean, Gracker hands down won with the speech.
I know, but the problem is we have to tell Gracker, and we have to okay, just like we were saying, we have to be united. I think I'm kind of on the green side. If we're saying, oh, we have to be united, then we can't be oh, well, we're Wugs and you're Greens.
Well,
I think we need to tell Gracker what happened, and we need to get with the Greens because
Gracker obviously also knows that it's bigger than the election, so
have the
she'll
Greens really
understand.
said anything that's whoa, that's crazy.
Well,
They were gonna kill.
they're gonna kill all the gold.
Okay, yeah, so maybe we can kind of.
I mean,
stay in the
they're
middle.
very strong anti-gold, which is good.
Yeah, it's kind of
You
valid.
should be anti-gold, but also
Yeah.
just want to clarify, Gracker's not a green now.
No,
No.
She
I
was,
know,
she
I
was
know.
neutral.
Gracker's a wug.
Yeah, she's a
But,
wug now.
Gracker
we have to tell
will-
Gracker that her speech was good. It clearly resonated with people.
Yeah.
She can't lose hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the school it will
And the school,
Rise.
but the whole student body's gonna lose hope because they're gonna think oh, my friend says she's all for the Greens or all for no more sunshine nights, but then enough of us must have voted for Brobini. So
Yeah.
morale is gonna tank.
No, here's the thing. We can't actively go out and say this, right? According to the deal that I've made. But we could openly start talking about who we voted for and encourage everybody else to do that. Because eventually...
I'm gonna tell everyone I proudly voted for Gracker.
Oh my God.
Because then eventually the truth would come out, right? If everybody really is well, I voted for Gracker.
Who
I
voted for the golds? Yeah.
Yeah, if it really comes out.
That's true. The majority of people didn't vote for the gold.
So, I don't think
But
it would take
Brobini
long.
is gonna part of the deal is gonna be we can't explicitly.
Yeah, we can't
No, we
explicitly
can't.
say,
but we can still encourage people to
say who
open.
they voted for. That's
Yeah.
not us saying oh, it was rigged. Just being dang, I voted for Gracker and I really
Also,
wanted her to win.
I don't think that she's against y'all being like.
I don't think she
Yeah,
cares.
I don't
if
think
we
she
say that
cares
rigged
if
it.
She
also like
won.
if y'all rigged it or anything. It's like if y'all are like go and
We'll just
like,
look like sore losers.
present evidence exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all will look like sore losers.
Whatever.
But if y'all talk to other people of like, wow, like isn't it fucked up that Robini like is whatever? I think she fully expects y'all to be like, oh
Yeah.
fuck Robini, fuck that girl, like whoever.
No, we can't go in like that. We just have to be like, funny, I voted for this person. Like, just make the culture to talk about who you voted and it not be a secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then eventually the pieces will come out. It's a long game, but it's the best one we have.
I got a text from my mom that was a Facebook reminder about us wakeboarding in the pool.
what?
So
How can you wakeboard in a pool?
So we had a pool that was like I want to say like a cross. I'm trying to think of like a good number, maybe like 20 feet, not super big, but like still like a pool.
Yeah.
Like I'd say like we had like a pretty decent sized pool.
I say that's a big pool.
Yeah, and then my brother had a 4-wheeler, and one summer we decided that it'd be cool if we wakeboarded. So we we put somebody in a wakeboard on one side of the pool, and then we just tied them to the 4-wheeler, and then they could probably wakeboard for like 2 seconds of like the 4-wheeler would have to start off like you'd have to gun it.
But then was it like boom, concrete?
Yeah.
And that's what you landed on at the end of your ride?
No, you'd have to get up and then immediately let go, so that you don't fly into the concrete.
It's like a cable park at home.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You ever been to the cable parks where you...
Yeah. Wait, no.
Oh, yeah, so...
That's like average Abilene backyard.
No, it really
Yeah,
is.
I know.
100%.
That's why when people in the Discord are like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe you guys have horses and like big backyards." And like like we have a lot of like listeners from the UK and like, or like just like states where that's not as common. But like not even only in Texas, in Abilene,
Texas?
that is everyone's backyard.
everyone's
Is
backyard.
a pool, a horse, and a 4-wheeler. And
Yeah.
it's 5 acres.
Yeah.
That's how everybody's living.
And if you're from Abilene listening to this, why are you hiding? Why haven't I seen you in the Discord?
If you're in
Yeah,
Abilene
what the
listening
hell?
to this, then take a picture
Show
of your
yourself.
backyard.
Show yourself. Join the Discord. Anyway,
Echo, no.
what are you gonna say?
I was just going to explain what a cable park is, but I'll do that later.
If y'all had rolled insight on Robini and Ren and Bailey, y'all would have at the very beginning y'all would have seen that they were oddly not upset.
Interesting.
They were being very cool about it. So that was just like a possibility. And like if y'all had like even rolled that, y'all would have been like, okay, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And y'all would have been like tipped off that like something might have been
Maybe
happening.
that's why her speech was short and
It was just positive.
what's her face just sung a song.
Yeah.
I want to know what happened that turned Bailey against Brobini, or that could be a lie. Like,
Bailey has been, fairly sweet to y'all. Like,
it's true, but like she could be like double agenting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like she's still like, she still like, I don't know.
She could be like, "Hey guys, like I'm gonna tell you this stuff about Governor Frey," and then like when we tell her, or like based on what information she gathers about us, she takes it right back to Brobini. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think she's for real. I think she's really double agent, just double. And she's
Not a
I think she
double-double.
actually has something about Governor Frey, but I want to know like what was it?
It
that
could be
was
a
her
ruse.
final
She
straw.
could have nothing.
No, I think it's like Gretchen Wieners. She snapped.
That's what I was gonna say. Like being the second in command is like classically you're gonna get trod upon.
Yeah, I would know all about that being the mascot.
So you're third.
Did you guys like my outfit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was insane. You're third in command, just so you know. You're not second in command.
You guys are both first. so
well,
that
none
makes
of y'all
me
are
second.
anything.
Oh
in
yeah, that's
command.
right. We lost. Sorry, I'm
Thank
still coming.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Did y'all really want to play the rest of the campaign like as presidents? I would actually.
I was just going to shirk my duties.
What?
You're gonna do what? You're
Okay,
gonna jerk
actually,
them?
This is study break. This is not a session. I am so like intrigued by like Beans's motives. Beans genuinely wants to be the president, it seems.
Yes.
Is he like power hungry? Is he like, I think I could make it a better place? Because then you're like, oh, I want to be president, but then I'm gonna shirk my duty.
That was just Olivia talking for the fun of playing.
Okay, but like what's Beans's like angle in all this?
It fulfills his super objective.
To have more power?
No. It's not about power. It's about wanting to be the good in the world and bring good into the world.
To be the president is gonna bring good into the world?
You got to get into power to make change, baby.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm not saying it's a perfect angle, but I'm saying in Beans' mind,
Yeah.
it's working.
He wants to. Both Esta and Beans want to be the best at school.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's true.
If he can be president of a school, then maybe he can like change the world for good. That's really where he's jumping.
Okay.
Esta's just like she's aiming high.
Yeah.
She's shooting for the highest like possible
I love Esther
possibilities
going
at all
Frogmont
points.
and then being like, president.
Yeah, she's like, if I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be the best.
Exactly.
I'm gonna
mean,
be here.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know if it was might like an old study break or if it was off mic, but I think it was like beginning of campaign. It was like Esta was still very much like, I need to get to Valkyrie, or like this isn't as good as Valkyrie, and it was kind
Yeah.
of like, well, I need to prove that I'm the best at Frogmont, and that I
Exactly.
didn't
Yeah.
get into
Yeah,
Valkyrie.
she's like definitely come around to the idea of just like staying at Frogmont
Yeah.
because she loves Beans and Sawyer so much. But at the beginning, it was like, I'm gonna prove that I'm above everyone here, and I should have been at Valkyrie in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna beat the
Yeah.
Frogmont level to make it to the Valkyrie.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, it was levels for her. It was like, I'm just gonna beat everybody here and go where I'm supposed to go,
To Valkyrie.
to Valkyrie.
Oh my goodness, I'm sad that we're not doing like combo quests anymore. I mean, like I know it'll probably come back, but like I want to meet some.
We're
Valkyrie
gonna meet some
kids.
Valkyrie kids.
Yeah.
It was because we were so close, right? It was like next time it was gonna be Valkyrie, so we had to take it away.
I have
Yeah.
3 siblings there.
Well, also,
one of them.
I mean, it set up that Valkyrie students were on the mission with the gnomes, with the gnomish sisters.
Yeah,
And
so
so,
we
like-
have to investigate that.
Valkyrie bad. That's what I know.
That's what I always say. Valkyrie and Brimstone, you're going down. Weaselby, you can stay.
For now,
Weaselby, I'll let it slide.
Brimstone, I don't know. We can make some exceptions.
Crimson, you guys know Crimson Brothers, and then the Goofballs.
I'll eat more of their fucking fingers.
Hold on. Sorry, that was in character.
What?
That was Sawyer's point of view. On
What was
Valkyrie.
What was your point of view?
I love Brimstone. This is Lilly
Oh.
talking.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I love Brimstone so much.
Hey, get Sawyer out of here. This is study break.
Well, sorry.
Take her away.
Her hatred of Brimstone just
Lock her up.
totally- How could you say that?
up?
Put her back in her hole.
Put her back in her cage till she's time for her to come out again.
Ah, guys, let me out.
But then we went to the speeches,
Oh, yeah,
and
I flopped.
y'all each had y'all speeches.
I want to say not a single one of those checks was charisma based.
The last one was
No, it was wisdom.
for the speeches. It wasn't. For the performance, it was charisma.
If it had been charisma based in the speeches, I would have killed up there.
Well, I wanted it to
Because
be like
my
even.
stats are good for making like a halftime pep talk. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But alas, my wisdom and intelligence in creating my speech failed me.
It was my 3 worst stats too.
Really? Well,
Strength, intelligence, and wisdom.
That's really funny.
-1, 0, and -2.
I have
Dude.
I have a -1, a 0, and then I had like a +2 on strength. Dude. My intelligence is -1. +0 to wisdom.
It was
Not the
rough.
worst.
I almost had it on intelligence, but then on wisdom there was no chance, and I rolled bad. But y'all's speeches were really good, or y'all's speech, I guess I should say.
Yeah, it was really good.
Kinda
And then
killed it.
And then our skit.
I like that we did it back and forth.
Yeah.
It was less.
It was really good.
It was less stressful that way.
Right. And then our skit killed.
Oh yeah.
I think we're getting the tech awards.
Jared, how did
Dial
you?
Awards?
Oh yeah, is there going to be an all-star cast award
Yeah,
at this
spectacle.
An honorable all-star cast.
Yeah.
All-star cast. This was very one-act
outstanding
play.
tech?
In Aristotle's Poetics, he said that spectacle was the least important of the 6 pillars of theater.
But
and today, Team 323 proved him wrong.
We
Fuck
made
you,
it.
Aristotle.
Fuck you, Aristotle! Aristotle,
Bitch.
if you're listening, fuck you.
Aristotle, that bitch, was
little
wrong the
bitch,
whole
Aristotle.
time.
How did you feel about the skit, Jared?
I
being-
loved it.
Being the first time that you.
Yeah, Jared left the room, so he didn't know what we were gonna do.
Yeah,
Did you like that it was the SNL theater kid
Yeah.
skit?
that was insane.
That's my favorite SNL skit of all time. I think it's so funny. I think it's so accurate.
And if you
about
don't know what
every
we're talking
play.
about,
Look
pause.
up SNL Theater Kids and go watch it.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
Go to
Brilliant.
YouTube right now. Pause this episode. Go watch the theater skit, and you'll have such a better idea.
They need to stop everything else they're doing on SNL and just produce that as like full length shows.
Seriously, that could be like the new Weekend Update.
Yeah.
No, I like in the moment I didn't get the reference. but now that you say
Oh,
that,
okay.
I understand.
I don't know
I
if
think other
anyone
people will get it. I think other people.
But I
Even
mean,
if
it's
they
such
don't get it,
a-
it's still funny.
And they're
Yeah.
like, wow.
wow.
Well, the thing is
It's
that
also like those
they
skits that like people come and
Yeah.
like put it on your school at like anti-bullying.
well, that's the
Like,
thing is
everyone
that
can like kind of
the SNL skit is a parody of a thing that tons of people
Yeah.
know
yeah,
and understand.
Yeah. And then we,
So
we started moving blocks like it was one act play.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
moving
that was
blocks
good.
was so funny.
I missed. I wanted to do. I don't know. I wanted to do the classic one-act play move where somebody just runs across the back of the stage and then like stops and looks at the wings and then runs the other way. I feel like I missed that one. Sorry. I'm sorry
They
about
kind of did that in the like I think I talked about it before. Maybe I cut it because I didn't want to. The Bad Narnia,
we
where like like Aslan was just a guy, and he didn't die. They did that.
we should have, or you should have done like a all of a sudden someone just goes like, "Thank you too," or something.
Oh my
We
God.
should have like named our sponsors.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So overall, like we kind of, as far as the spectacle, we kind of killed it, right?
We killed.
y'all did amazing. Y'all had the best skit by
In-
far.
in
Y'all had the
terms-
best speeches by
Yeah.
far.
In terms of
Hey,
performance, we killed it.
the skit was not just all fun and games. The skit had a strong anti-surveillance message
Yeah.
that I hope really resonated with the
And
student
alcohol.
body.
pro
for everyone.
alcohol, pro
Hey,
underage
I feel like,
drinking.
hey, I feel like we actually haven't established if there is a legal drinking age in this realm.
I'm gonna say
so-
that the 13, 14, and 15-year-olds cannot drink.
What?
weird brain.
That's ridiculous.
Beans' brain is
it's-
obviously
so
fully
the
developed.
age is 16. We're going
16.
UK rules.
We're gonna go UK rules. It's gonna get a little loose.
Okay.
UK
Around
is
16.
Wait,
It's
UK is
18.
18.
I know it's
Hey,
18.
Hey,
16, 17. I'll say we can get
UK
loose.
is not 16.
We'll get loose around 16.
It's 18.
and it's 18 in UK. It's
Isn't this
18
supposed to be
everywhere
based
else.
on
in the
Game
world.
of Thrones?
Germany, I'm pretty sure it's like fucking 12 or whatever. Y'all let us know in the comments if I'm wrong.
Can you
Tell
drink
us
at
your
12?
drinking age, and then tell us the actual age you started drinking.
Okay, on a trip to Prague in Czechia, it was the Czech Republic at the
You've
time.
been to Prague?
Yes.
What?
Why,
Yeah.
why are you surprised right now?
I don't know. That's okay.
On a
Campbell
tr-
is well
on-
traveled.
On a trip to Prague,
What?
we watched a dad. It was we went during Christmas time, so it was like cold as fuck, and we were standing in like a square somewhere, like looking at. I think it was like the big clock that's in the square there. I'm not explaining.
Big
Yeah,
Ben.
they got a lot of clocks over there.
They got a lot of clocks in
One thing I know
squares,
about them,
let me
they
tell
got
you.
squares and
No,
clocks.
they're gonna come for me. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Yeah, the clock Big Ben in Prague.
But we watched, like, you could see like into this bar that we were standing next to, and this dad and his like probably 10-year-old son. He like dad, because it's really cold, so he takes a shot of liquor and then hands another one to his kid because liquor will like warm you up.
No,
in
only
the
for a
winter.
little bit. They did it on Mythbusters.
It's-
It warms you up for a little bit and then it tanks it right back down so it evens out.
That's not gonna stop like tradition, I suppose.
Tradition.
Yeah,
I guess so, like
And
Fireball.
he hands this shot of liquor to his 10-year-old son, and I'm sure it made the walk home in the cold like so much
Warmer.
more bearable.
Well, to be honest, you can do that in Texas too, technically,
Yeah.
according to the
Oh
law.
yeah, in
Yeah.
Texas, if your guardian like supplies you with alcohol, you can drink it no problem.
Yeah.
So it's the big things are like liquor sale.
Yeah.
And then like consumption is totally different. Like I looked up, I think it was like Germany or whatever. I think you can buy wine and beer at 16, not hard liquor. You have to do that at 18, like the rest of the world, except for the US. But yeah, the consumption age is something different. But
Laws
and then-
in Texas are pretty crazy.
yeah, well, whenever I lived in LA for a little bit, I was at the grocery store and they have liquor there. I was like, holy fuck, you can just like
Oh.
buy
No,
liquor.
not in
here.
Texas and not on a Sunday.
Not on a Sunday.
Not on a Sunday.
Shit, that's the craziest law.
I wish how I wish that were so. I wish that were true.
No, but I just mean, I'm not a drinker, but every once in a while I'm like, let's get alcohol. And they're like, it's a Sunday. I go, what are we talking about?
Yeah, it's also great. Like
What
whenever
are we doing here?
We
Whenever-
had
no, you go.
a party for foundation when we were in college on a Sunday, and I was in charge of getting the alcohol. And I woke up Sunday morning and drove all the way to Specs, and they were closed.
Yeah.
It's
And
the Lord's Day. You can only buy a gun and you can't buy beer.
so I had to go buy like 100 like hard seltzers just from HEB.
Yeah,
at like
actually,
11 a.m.
You can buy beer and wine after 10 a.m. on
Yeah.
a Sunday, but no
Yeah.
hard liquor can be sold.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Which is
because
even
before 10
crazier.
a.m., that's when you should be at a church worshiping the Lord.
That feels crazier to me. It'd be one thing to be like, no alcohol
No
sales on
alcohol, yeah.
Sunday. But now it's like, oh, you can get beer and wine. You just can't get hard liquor. And it's like, what is the point of this?
I have family in Kentucky, and when we would go visit them, we would have to like buy alcohol outside because they were a dry county. So like
That's
on the,
so
on
funny.
the on the drive from the airport, we would stop and like buy them alcohol so we could, because we would go out to the lake and we'd
Yeah.
wanna, like drink a beer on the lake.
It's probably just because
So
laws
we'd
are
have to
hard
go
to
buy
change.
them all.
Or like not hard,
Yeah.
but like it's just like bureaucracy. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
we have to like change this law.
Yeah.
At 21, I was not a big like beer and wine guy, so I'd just make like a little mixed drink. I'd like go to the Twin Liquors or whatever the hell and get.
That was a good Twin Liquors.
It was a great Twin Liquors, and I'd get like either like the watermelon sweet vodka or whatever, and I'd mix it with like some Sprite, and then we'd just like hang out on Sundays. But then like on a Sunday, you want to go get some amaretto for your little amaretto and Coke, and you can't because it's hard liquor and it's Sunday. But then I became a Twisted Tea guy, so now I can get my Twisted Tea whenever the hell I want.
Twisted Tea sponsor us. Actually,
Twisted Tea, sponsor us.
Jared is preaching the Twisted Tea gospel. Jared is like upping your sales just by living his life.
Let's do an episode off 50 Twisted Teas.
Holy
Everybody
shit.
who like meets Jared is like, oh, you're right. I'm convinced to try Twisted Tea.
They're so good.
If you meet me, there's two things I'm gonna try to put you on. One, no, is the big
Lord.
God
God.
is Twisted Tea and bidets.
Yeah, that's so true.
I-
oh, that's so true. And then you come to Jared's house and you try
Yeah.
out his bidet and you're like,
It's like
Oh.
I'm gonna make your life way better.
yeah, it's like, oh, I don't think I can go back actually.
Yeah. Do you want a refreshing alcoholic beverage that tastes good, Twisted Tea, but then also
And your ass to be so
do you want to be clean? Bidet.
Yeah.
This is just a legal interjection. Only drink a Twisted Tea if you're of a legal drinking age, and
Yes.
please drink responsibly.
Please drink
Oh, yeah.
responsibly.
And wash your butt responsibly too.
Wash your
Yeah,
butt.
that's true. Only
Honestly, more
only wash your
importantly-
butt if you're of legal washing butt age as well.
I'm gonna-
Sawyer says, drink responsibly. Lily says, drink responsibly. If you're not drinking responsibly, that's not cool.
That's fucking irresponsible.
Don't do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and then I'll never say it again. Walmart. $30 bidets.
$30 bidets.
It's a really good one. You can install.
I think
it.
Costco
If
has
you're-
a deal on them right now.
If you're go to
You can
Costco,
get a pack of 50.
get a nice one. But Walmart has the one that's really soft, and it's like I've had hard bidets and I've had soft bidets.
You've gotten power blasted.
my
That's what you're saying.
review from one of my friends who also he and I were like bidets at the same time. We were like we both got to get bidets. He was like the one that Jared has, which is the one from Walmart, is like having someone kindly wipe your butt.
As somebody, I would say, yeah, not so much. I've experienced a really nice bidet in my life though, so like,
Well, you grew up with a nice bidet.
didn't grow up.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
You
did.
get
grew
until I
up
was
with
like
a nice
50.
bidet.
Olivia grew up
until
with
I
a
was like 15.
heated, but not the one in her bathroom, but the
I
one in
didn't
the
approve of it in
downstairs.
my bathroom, so I denied it. Anyway, something I'm interested from our non-US listeners. You guys got anything like at Costco where you're from?
A wholesale.
Yeah,
Where do you
Costco
get-
is
where
like
do
a
you get your
bulk
bulk
store.
items?
Yeah, it's like Aldi isn't bulk, is it?
No,
No.
it's just cheap.
Costco
Yeah.
is like you're
Like-
stocking
Or
up.
Sam's
For
Club.
example, I just got like 8 pounds of beef the other day for like $20.
There's a UK influencer that I watch, and I think they just got a Costco in the UK.
Oh my
Shout out.
God.
She and her family
Wow.
went shopping with
I
all
feel like
of their
their
children.
fridges are smaller and their pantries are smaller. They couldn't even fit it in there.
Yeah.
I also feel like maybe not in the big cities, but I feel like in the smaller cities, like it's more like you cook more often. You probably just make more frequent grocery trips. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're living in a walkable city, which you're more likely to be in the UK,
Yeah.
you don't need a stock up because
Yeah.
it's not that much trouble to
You don't-
drive a
you
short
don't
distance
take
or to walk to the grocery store.
One grocery trip a month.
It's like, yeah, it's like if you're living in Texas, it takes you 30 minutes just to get to the grocery store.
I feel like I'm dropping a lot of countries that I've been to right now, but
You're flexing
when
on
I
us, for
know
sure.
when I stayed with a friend in Spain,
I knew about this one, so
Yeah,
nice.
but her family, they lived in a walkable little like suburban area of Madrid, and every day her mom would like send her like, okay, this is what we're making tonight. Like, here's
That's
the
the
list.
best.
Yeah, that's what I
And we
mean.
would
That's
go.
my ideal life.
We would walk to the bakery and buy the bread.
I would do
We walked
anything.
to the cheese store and we bought the cheese, and we walked to like the other store. And we got like
have to get
the
out of
meat.
here.
Yeah, it was really fun, and it was all literally like around the corner. It took us less than an hour to like walk to all the places.
Again, I'm sure it's different in like the big cities like London or
Yeah.
like, you know, like their large equivalents like anywhere. But
Yeah.
I think it's way more like normal to just like go to the store when you need to because it is
Yeah.
literally like around the corner.
You just go buy the ingredients, go home, make
it.
Yeah,
make it.
it's not like it's not gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna take you 30 minutes to get everything and you don't have to get in a car. Whereas like for us, like even we live close to a store. It's gonna be at least 30 minutes for like a quick trip where I run in, grab it, get out, drive home.
And you polluted the air.
Oh,
And you have to spend money on gas. Okay, get in the comments and tell us about your.
I just want to know.
lifestyle.
I'm a big Costco girl, so I just want to know what how you guys grocery shop. I really like grocery shopping.
I love grocery shopping.
damn, how we get here?
I don't remember.
Drinking.
Oh,
and then-
yeah,
Oh, we were
brewskis.
talking about brewskis, which is what
Because
Bean.
Bean said brewskis for everyone.
But
I
and
thought
then
that was a
Oh,
good
bidets, then Costco. Okay.
so
anyway.
yeah, so y'all had y'all speeches, which were wonderful, and then afterwards we did we rolled for the votes. So the thinking on that. I was trying to find like a nice in between. Originally, it was gonna be like 100 something.
That's insane of you.
Yeah. Well, it was gonna be tough. I didn't expect y'all to roll so bad. What I did was I was like, okay, I was like, absolute impossible best case scenario is each of y'all were gonna roll 4 times. And if you succeeded on all 4 times, that's 12 passes. And then if you all got nat 20s on all those, it'd be 240. That's impossible. So I was like, okay, what's half that? That's 120. So that's if y'all passed everything. I mean, if y'all passed half of the things, but then still got like nat 20s on everything. And then I was like, okay, 120 is still insane, but I still want it to be like really hard. So I bumped it down to, I was like, they might succeed on more than half, which y'all did. Y'all got 7. And I was like, but I still got to put it up. So I put it at, I had it like 94 and I was like, I don't know, 96, whatever.
You just added 2 for fun.
Yeah. And then I was like, there is a way that they can win.
If we had won, would they? They couldn't have like used the leverage.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Wouldn't have mattered.
unfortunately.
But so here, well,
But then
We'll
we
get
could
to
have just
there.
been like, no, we're not taking the deal, and then we would have won. We could have.
well, y'all
won.
had to take the deal before y'all learned who won.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's true.
Yeah.
But we would have had more power if we like hadn't taken the deal.
Yeah. And then y'all saw Coach Miss Gray leave from the Sunshine Knight. Sunshine Knight gave the thing to Coach Kludge, which I should have told you that it was Bailey, or like I should have seen that like it wasn't Coach Kludge. I mean, it was kind of the same effect of like, do you think you would have done anything differently? It was like Coach Kludge, he should be somewhere else.
If I had known, so what I thought it was that it
He was
was
charmed.
Coach Gludge's body and he had been charmed.
Yeah.
So maybe if I had known that it was like her in disguise, I would have tried to like break it. Like I
Yeah.
just would have started attacking Coach Gludge.
Yeah.
But like the way things went is like really interesting. So I'm not like, oh my god, I can't believe you didn't let me
Yeah.
do it. But yeah, I think if I had known like, oh, that's definitely an illusion, maybe I can crack it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's concentration.
Yeah. That's my fault. I mean, that like this guy's self, you are supposed to like make a perception check and then like you can see through it.
Mm-hmm.
I just 100% forgot that. I was thinking of mirror image, which is what whenever she split off into 2.
I did like that.
So it was like, and I was fucking with the rules of that stuff. I was just trying to have like a fun little encounter. I was thinking of mirror image, which is like you can't tell the difference between the fake one and the real one.
Yeah. I think where things ended up is really like interesting and cool. Like I'm kind of glad that we got the bad ending, quote unquote.
Yeah. I said earlier, whenever we were off mic, I said that they got the quote unquote bad ending.
Yeah. But I do wish I kind of wish that it had been a cooler moment for Sawyer.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't at 20, but also like I'm not going to you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just like
That's
just something that happened. Yeah, it's not like I'm like
So-
going to hang up on it at all.
What are some of the other possibilities?
So the possibilities was if y'all like if Beans stood his ground and like was like, I'm not taking the deal, I'm not taking the deal,
Would have been a better ending. Is what
and
you're
like got someone to do something, or if somehow stopped Bailey, or if somehow stopped Ren or somebody, or if y'all had like rolled better on y'all's like little checks, or if y'all were like very stubborn. Here's the thing. I was expecting y'all to not take the deal because y'all are always like very headstrong of like,
I
we're
didn't
not
want
doing
to take
that.
the deal at all,
I
Yeah.
didn't either,
but the fact that they both said it.
I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting y'all to.
Yeah, just like we blew up Kato. Like that's like
Yeah.
that's the thing we could get in a lot more trouble for than
Yeah.
like
But,
some
like,
other things that have happened.
I don't know.
where
That
we've been headstrong.
there was like there's no way like 3 kids were fully responsible for that. I don't know. That doesn't scare me
Yeah.
as much because there's a lot of implications for other important people.
They do still have 6 eyewitnesses that like saw us with like other people. Like, you know, like they still have 6 eyewitnesses that all saw us in the tower immediately before that happened, which just implicates us.
That's true, but I
in a
think they would
really
be like
bad way.
I think they'd be like, how would they have blown up the tower? Like they would have
Yeah.
looked, you know. I don't
think
know.
the most important thing is that we're going to get information about Governor Frey, which is
Hopefully.
directly related to Margie, which is directly related to Apple and Pork Chop.
Unless she's lying, which because I didn't get to roll a insight check, so she totally could.
Just because I trust Jared as like a good storyteller, I like even if she is lying, like we're still gonna like get more information about Governor. Like he's not gonna like not honor the fact that we made the deal because like it was a sacrifice to make the deal. Do you know what I mean? So like it's gonna have good and bad consequences.
Yeah.
Just like
Damn.
if we hadn't taken it, then it would also have like good and bad consequences.
So what would have happened if we didn't take it?
So if y'all didn't take it and y'all had the votes, that was like the only way that y'all would have, like if y'all somehow stopped them, if y'all had rolled really well and y'all got those votes, then it would have been announced that y'all were presidents, vice president, and mascot. If y'all didn't get the votes and y'all stopped them somehow, it would have been Gracker.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
And then
That would have really been best
and then
case scenario.
we got the way that it was y'all let them go, and then Brabini.
So you're saying I should have kept beating the shit out of her
There would have been crazy consequences.
Yeah, that was insane.
just to beat her up till she's unconscious?
To beat her up and not take the deal. Like
I feel like beating another student unconscious is like not that big of a deal. in
she
the
held
Adventuring
person you
Academy.
twice. Like I don't know that you would have beat her up.
You only have a certain amount of spell slots.
That's true.
So she-
I don't know. I don't know who would have won.
So is she a wizard? I was just talking about we don't know what class she is earlier.
I'm not gonna tell y'all.
Haven't we seen her use a sword?
You can be a wizard and use a sword.
Hey, I know all about casting spells and having a sword.
Yeah, she also like could have just.
She's weenie class.
I feel like that's a spell that multiple classes can have.
Can a bard?
Yes,
have
it is.
A bard can have it, but also like a paladin or a cleric. I think
Bard, cleric, druid, sorcerer, warlock, wizard.
Yeah, it
Anybody
is
could
like
have that. So okay.
paladin. I feel like she could be a cleric of Hyperia. That would be rad as hell.
Yeah.
Or I feel like
Paladin.
Bailey would also be like, Bailey loves Hyperia, right? As far as we know.
They all like him.
She's the one who's saying a song.
No,
Or
that was Ren.
Rin. That
Ren.
was Rin. Okay.
She's the-
Ren loves to sing a song. Ren is like tie-dye shirt, I'm singing a song.
Yeah.
I didn't want to take the deal because obviously in Beans' little brain, he wasn't seeing past the like, there's bigger things at stake.
I also did not think you were gonna do it. I didn't think you were gonna take like I didn't think you were gonna take the deal. But Sawyer thought that we should take the deal.
Yeah, I didn't want to, but I felt like
You're the one who
everybody-
wanted to call him too.
I felt like everybody would be mad at me if I didn't. I think Beans also just like hates somebody flexing their like power unfairly.
But we'll get him. We'll get him.
No, I know. It's
She went back on her word too, kind of. Like when we saw them in the hallway, she was like, we didn't see anything. Fucking liar.
Yeah, and then she was like, actually, we might have seen something.
Yeah.
Bitch,
Yeah.
did you see something or not?
yeah, that's the thing. I don't
I guess
trust
that
her.
was before
Yeah,
it
no,
exploded.
they suck. I mean, she did go back on her word. Like,
the thing.
That's the thing. I know that we were like Beans has showed that he's not reliable, but I was like, I feel like she's shown that she's not reliable, so we might as well play the same type of crazy.
You're both getting dirty. I like it.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't get dirty,
You're not a politician.
what are you doing here? Well, we're not politicians. We've proven that.
Well, God,
Yeah.
Sawyer's not.
It would have been a boring.
I want to
ending for
hit
us
something
just,
with
like,
my bat.
Won.
I didn't think we were gonna win. Not to dash anybody's hopes. I tried. Hey, I went out there and I gave it my all, but the least satisfying.
Well, I honestly thought that they were just gonna win because they're half the school. Like, I thought they were just gonna win.
There's 200. Well, I
There's
guess the
200 of
Greens,
them.
The important thing is that the Lord Arathis joke landed.
That's true.
Thank you for reminding me of this.
Does that
Thank
guy
you.
live here or what?
The fact that I don't know if this made this on mic
It's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
because I think this is when we were planning.
You know, I
But-
paused it. So.
Yeah, so when
You
we were
paused it. You should have kept it. We could have released
No.
it as bonus content.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
when we started planning, Lily goes, "Okay, I don't think we should blow our Lord Arathis disguise on this." Like
Oh,
as
I
if
heard
we
that, yeah.
as if we were all thinking that that's exactly what we should do in this skit.
Let's wear his clothes on stage.
I'm
You don't
really
really
into
get 'em.
costumes. That's something me and Sawyer have in common. We're like, this. We need a costume.
Just
for
the fact that you're like, I know what we're all thinking. We should use the disguise, but we can't give that up yet.
For the bit.
Do it for the
And
bit.
I was like, that Lord Arathis did not cross my mind in the skit, which, hey, paid off in the end. Wild behavior.
Wow, that was the biggest win so far. A plus to the Lord Arathis joke landing, and
Hey, I think our skit overall, we planned that in 4 minutes. Pretty cohesive.
killed.
Actually.
Cohesive. We had light, sound, pyrotechnics.
So
We got 101 in on it.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
great.
y'all were supposed to have 7 minutes, and then I heard y'all doing the skit, and I was like, oh, this looks really good. So I gave y'all 10 minutes.
And it was.
Yeah, I'm glad I let y'all cook.
Please, somebody draw beans in the laser spotlight with his hands in each other. A fist
Yeah.
with another hand on top.
It
of
is the I had to do it to him pose.
Yeah.
Someone draw Sawyer in like a 40-year-old bullywug, like
One of the
mascot
eyes is like
suit.
hanging out.
Yeah, it's like kind of stained.
Oh yeah,
Ew.
there's stains. There's a brown stain on the side.
And then somebody
There's
draw,
like sweat stains
draw-
underneath the arms.
Oh, it's so gross.
Esther with her little sleeves rolled up.
Yeah, somebody
a-
draw Esta like a true president.
Like a true. Okay.
Wow, like Leslie Knope.
yeah.
I was really thinking like the sleeves rolled up reminds me of like all those pictures. Like every time you see a picture of Beto, he's never in an actual like formal outfit.
He's in a
He's
Yeah.
always like
white
rolled
shirt.
up, a
Yeah.
little unbuttoned. Like
He's like, I'm relatable.
Would you say,
that's
like-
what Esther was trying to be like, I'm relatable.
I'm the everyman.
Yeah, would you say like
Exactly.
really appealing to the working man?
Oh yeah,
Oh my god. The
Crazy.
working wug.
the working
working
wug.
Shout out.
If y'all had put
I have
that
to
in
do
there.
it. I have to do it. Shout out Steelworkers Union. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Oh
and,
my
And I know
goodness.
that. And hey, we did an election first,
That is, I mean, I don't know if it'll come out before the Dimension 20 election.
but we recorded it first.
We
I don't-
recorded a lot of stuff first,
We
but
keep recording stuff. I keep doing bits, and then Allie Beardsley keeps doing those same bits but better. And then I go, damn it.
no one will believe you.
I'd
No
like
one's ever gonna. Well, they did it better than me, anyways.
I'd like to say
But no one's ever going to believe that I thought of it first on my own and then they also thought of it and happened to do it
If
better.
you-
Yeah.
I'm not doing their bits worse. They're doing my bits better.
Better.
if you don't believe how far in advance we record, it's April 11th right now. This episode is definitely coming out.
I mean, it's
coming
study
out
break
like
35.
in June.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Wow, happy summer.
Wow.
Wow, a really kind of like a really school-based plot line for the beginning of June.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a
very
student
very end of May,
election.
May 29th. Just so you all know, we're not making it up how far in advance.
Remember whenever I was like, oh, like maybe I'll do a time skip to like the winter break, It's like around
And then you went
Christmas.
like 3 days.
no, I didn't even. I was talking about a time skip for the winter break around Christmas time in real life,
Oh.
like
yeah.
our Christmas.
And then
back
we
in
go to
2023.
the snowball.
Yeah,
What's like a good like spell name that has ice in it?
uh,
Don't say ice feast.
ice feet.
Ice
Please.
Ice knife.
Please. Ice
I-
knife. I don't know. Ice knife ball sounds kind of like there's going to be an assassination attempt in the middle of it, which like there is, but
Or
like, it's kind of
there's
asking
a
for it.
frost ray.
I will say, you said that I time skipped 3 days. Next episode, we're gonna start.
We're trucking.
Whoa.
We're gonna start trucking.
Anyway, the frost ball. Whenever we can,
Frost balls.
yeah, all the schools are going to be all at the ball together, and then oh no, I hope no assassination attempts interrupt it, and I hope that there's no romance.
What's this?
'Cause I hate
snowball
romance.
swarm? It's got a funny name. Snillox snowball swarm.
No ball.
Snillox snowball ball.
Snilox's ball.
Yeah.
The Snilox ball.
That's
The
good.
ball of Snilox.
Okay, sorry, I'm planning for
Yeah, I don't.
dance a little early.
I feel like you're way ahead.
I just love when there's a ball.
Only
You are
took us
way
a year to
ahead.
start trucking.
We are going to start trucking. Well, this is, I mean,
I'm gonna do another one shot where there's a ball.
Who was it? Oh my god, it was Crow in the Discord. Somebody was like, "I'm starting this episode. Like they're at Frogmont and they're starting the week." And then Crow, Crow
They're
said,
still in the week.
Crow said, "Ah, yes, the start of the very long week for the gals." And I was like,
Crow-
"We're still there."
Crow has been so, I love them. Love
Crow,
them so
you're the
much.
funniest person in the
They're
Discord
so-
to me.
Whoa!
Crow-
Everyone else in the Discord is like
That's not to
punching
say
the wall
no.
right now.
That's not to say
No,
that.
it's just to motivate everyone.
I'm going to tell you right now, Crow is my number one enemy.
No, just to drop your joke. Not a lot of people drop little jokes in
That's
the
true. We want to
Discord.
hear your
Crow-
we wanna hear your jokes and
Crow's so
your bits.
funny.
We care about your bits.
We
Crow-
care about your bits.
You're my biggest hater. And you're my number one enemy.
And that's why I love you,
Crow
Crow.
is Jared's
Exactly.
biggest hater. Actually, Crow, get in the
Crow's always
comments
like-
about my nat 20 today.
Crow's always like, yeah, like with the fucking angel powder. I'm
Yeah,
like, you shut the fuck
justice.
Up. You shut up, Crow.
Is it
Stop.
Yeah.
If Andrew the Swift is trying to come for like server villain though.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. Every server needs a good villain.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the rest of you in the Discord aren't funny. I'm
No.
just saying that
I am saying that.
Okay, well that's on
You're-
them.
Get good.
I'm
Good.
just saying
It's crickets
consist-
out there, guys. Come on, let's work on our type.
Consistently, when I see Crow is typing, I go, "This shit's about to make me giggle."
Whenever I see Crow typing, I'm like, oh god. Oh,
God.
no.
Starts shaking
I'm
in his
about to get my
boots.
ass roasted.
I know, I'm about to get fucking toasted.
Anyway,
No, so kind of looking into the next episode, little hints. We're gonna start. We're gonna start trucking through some time. We're gonna start doing some research. Y'all are gonna start looking
no,
through research.
please.
No,
Yep.
we have a lot of things to research.
We're gonna start rolling for like information on
we
stuff
also
about
roll
questions
for,
that
like,
y'all have.
unionize the student body.
Oh yeah, that's definitely becoming a part of it. Of like
Cracker revolution.
the stuff that I have like coming up is because y'all need to learn about the Silver Briars. There's some new goddess
yeah.
information they all have.
Oh yeah.
Some twin soul stuff.
Mysterious fountain.
Whole of like all these new dreams that y'all are having.
Dead.
We still need to do the second combat class. So second
We
of
got 3 more, right?
We have 2 more.
And if we don't throw the combat, they're gonna like.
Well,
rat us out.
y'all aren't gonna
Okay,
fight them next.
I negotiated that. I
Oh.
feel like I was trying to negotiate that part, so I feel like I made it clear that I do not abide.
I think we have
We've just got to find something on them. We've got to get another like thing on our side of the table.
they could still fail. Like we because
Yeah, they could like
Because
never face
y'all
us.
aren't fighting them next.
Yeah,
Because
it's
remember,
like-
Coach Gludge told you that like y'all aren't gonna redo what happened with the Briar Knight. Y'all are just gonna fight them later.
yeah, it's like they still have to get all the way to the end,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like we can't throw early and
Y'all
get
also
out.
have Team 101 that y'all need to convince to let y'all through if they win. Because that was something that y'all were
Yeah,
trying to
they'll
do.
let us through.
Yeah.
Also, we'll
It's like it's not our fault if we get beat early.
Yeah.
Honest, like
But yeah, we have kind of those things coming up that I think will hit very close in succession as we start moving through time differently until we get to I'm starting to steer the ship into a direction where things are going to come together and then we kind of get on one singular objective.
I like that. There is a lot going on.
There's a lot going on right now and I'm going to start trying to close stuff until we kind of get on one singular that
I already
that
feel it
is-
closing.
that
with
is still
Governor
a time.
Frey.
Yeah, that is
He's,
still
like,
a ways
funneling
off.
us.
Yeah, I'm trying to funnel y'all, but that's still like a little bit of a ways off. But now I'm actively closing stuff, and we will get there. And time's gonna start moving a lot faster. Then we'll just kind of have the one objective.
okay.
I love that like Governor Frey is like we like hate to hate him, and then Lord of Rathus is like we love to hate him.
Yeah.
Like, it's like Governor Frey is like I want him dead, and I want it to be slow,
it's like,
and I want it to be
boo.
painful. And Lord of
Yeah.
Rathus is like this guy sucks,
Can't
like-
kill him though.
but we love him.
Gotta keep him around.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Governor Frey. The moment we get to kill you, like it's done for. Like there's nothing you can
Yeah,
tell me.
Lord of
that-
Rathus is like I wouldn't kill him. It'd be way funnier to like trap him in a little amulet or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
that's
my
where he
God.
belongs.
Yeah, Governor
Can we
Frey is like I
please
want
have
to
an
see him
amulet we
bleed.
can trap.
Can we
someone
please
in?
trap
Yeah.
him in a gemstone?
That would be so much fun.
We can trap him in
She's dying.
perfume.
She had to get that out.
Not.
She
on my-
spotted snacks.
Sorry, I saw some
She
snacks.
spotted snacks.
I saw snacks in the corner.
She blacked
From
out right for the
Costco.
Drizzleicious.
Yeah, from Costco.
Oh my god, those look so good. Okay,
They're
I'm
really
focused.
good.
I'm
We can eat
focused.
some later.
She's gonna crinkle and sninkle in front of all of you.
I love to crinkle and sninkle. When other people crinkle and sninkle, stop, guys, stop. When I crinkle and sninkle,
Guys, just let me. Just let me.
Just let me.
Give
do
me a
it.
sec. Give me a sec, guys. Guys, just let me. Guys, y'all need to calm down. I'm just
Guys,
crinkling
it's
over
not
here.
that bad.
It's not that
Treat
bad.
others
Guys.
the way you want to be treated.
It's true. I don't care if people crinkle and sninkle personally, but anytime I do it, Lily's like, stop, you're hurting me. But I've never said that to her when she crinkles and sninkles.
Next time she crinkles and sninkles, I'm gonna go, stop.
You do that.
I feel like
do
you
that
already do
anyway.
that.
No, I don't. Not to crinkling and sninkling.
We'll see. I'm gonna crinkle and sninkle when you're least expecting.
I'm gonna
it.
crinkle and
And then
sninkle on
see how
both
you
of you
react.
fuckers.
Oh really? I'm gonna sninkle your ass.
Oh, I just remember we're camping next weekend.
Oh my god, should we do pranks in the tent?
Crinkling, sninkling.
Pranks in the tent? We could crinkle. We could sninkle.
So I had
Oh my
something that I
god,
was
is Hayden coming back out?
I'm not coming this weekend. I'm gonna come the next weekend.
But he's not camping.
There's this guy in.
There are dogs. We're gonna be looking after dogs.
I watched the first episode of Renegade Nell. Listen, when a show is in the 1700s, I've gotta tune in for at least a little bit. Anyway, the like main villain of it. Every time he comes on screen, I'm like, it should have been Hayden. Like when y'all, do you know who I'm talking about?
No,
I'm
but
sure
I
he's in the
just-
trailer. Every time we can watch the trailer and see if he's in it after this. But like he came on screen and I was like, that should have been Hayden. And Colt was like, who? And I was like, Hayden Daniel Cox.
Oh
like,
my goodness.
and it's
Hey,
like,
Daniel Cox name drop on the pod.
oh yeah,
he'll never
make
listen
him
to
famous.
this.
Every like scene after that, it like reaffirmed it. I was like, Hayden would kill this role, and the guy who played it did kill it. He did,
Anyway,
did a good job.
you
but-
were saying something important, Jared?
oh.
So, all the way back before the drizzle-licious
That really set us
the
off.
sidebar. That's the thing with you. I'll say this. That's the thing with these gals is
Watch your words.
y'all have a wonderful ability
Oh,
to go through 5 to 10 different topics in under 2 minutes.
Thank you.
That's what people pay $5 a
actually,
month for.
that's flattering.
Yeah, you just gotta learn to ride the ride.
You gotta gab.
Yeah.
You gotta get gabbing.
You just gotta have a lot of thoughts in your head and
called
want to get
gabbing.
them out.
As a lame-o and
Confirmed.
and masculine and
Confirmed.
and annoying man.
Confirmed.
Lame-o, masculine, annoying man.
Hey, and if some of you resonate with that, good for you.
Hey, and if that's your type, that's okay.
That was a dig at me.
It's kind of a dig at me too.
Y'all doing it again?
Oh yeah.
Oh, anyway.
I want to talk about the one thing that I had in mind, or stay on one topic for a long time. Another thing that we accomplished this episode was that, so y'all were saying Governor Frey, you want to kill him. It's on site. You have Lord Arathis, who's like, I want to trap him in a gym. He's like bad guy who's kind of over around. I have been trying to establish a good in-school rival that y'all can hate.
Yes.
At first, I wanted it to be Gracker, but then y'all kind of just kind of fell in love with her.
We love her so much.
Or like Talia, Serbina, but y'all love them. Or Talia's gone though. And then so I really was like, okay, Robini is my knight in shining armor that I need
She is.
them
She's
to
perfect.
hate.
Yeah.
I
The
needed
minute
y'all
we
to hate
called her
her.
Bro Weenie, you had it in the bag.
Yeah, I was like, I need them to hate her.
Yeah. I was
y'all-
thinking
yeah.
the exact same thing.
Now y'all
About,
have
especially the ending of like getting Bailey like to maybe betray her, like really solidifies her as like this like queen bee.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
You really kept handing us like angry little guys, and we just
Yeah.
kept going, another one, thank you.
Thank you.
Another one, thank
Yeah.
you.
Love them. The minute she was basically like, do you know who my father is? I said, you're done for. You're done for.
Yeah. Do you know who our father is?
Yeah, and I know that Beans has said that once, but it was in a dire time. He would have never said that. But she was like, my father in the Golden Order. And I was like, fuck you.
Oh my God. Robbie Featherfield moment.
True.
If you know, you know.
And if you don't know the reference, get in the Patreon.
Oh, you know.
If you know, you
It's
know.
actually the best character I've ever created.
No, and then my best character, Carmine Worcestershire, is also in that.
Damn.
Actually, best character you've ever created, or that anyone has.
My sexiest character that I've ever created.
My
Maybe
horniest character
Antonia.
that I've ever created.
Oh, that's true. Anyway, subscribe to the Patreon if you want to know what we're talking about.
Let's do A pluses and flunks.
A+ to the Lord of Rathis joke.
Yes.
Killing it.
Yes.
And A+ to our whole skit. And flunk 2 that I didn't immediately attack Coach Gludge. Even with what you gave me, I should have started blasting. But also like then we wouldn't have like gotten to do the like doorway thing.
Yeah.
And then we
Huge
wouldn't
fun.
have gotten to do the like room stuff.
Yeah.
So it all worked out. But yeah, I should have just
Blast
started
first,
blasting.
ask questions later.
Yeah.
Huge flunk that I didn't think of that. That you should have earned that. You should have gotten that. But huge flunk on my
I'll
part.
let it slide for now.
Yeah.
Don't let it
I
happen
owe y'all
again.
one. I'll say I'll owe y'all
Yeah,
one.
you owe me one
I owe
really
you
good nat 20.
I owe y'all.
Yeah, you owe us that, and then you also owe me 90
Don't even say it.
more uses
Oh.
of the angel dust potion.
Beans is dead. I take out a gun and I shoot Beans. Beans is dead.
You say
Beans
this every
explodes
time.
and it's beans.
You say this every time.
Beans is
Do you
dead.
think they'll be on your side if you kill Beans?
No.
One day he's gonna kill beans.
But they'll be against
And you'll rue
you
it.
because how many times have I told you not to say it?
I don't think that makes them against me. They all agree with me.
they don't like when you silence women.
Yeah.
I'm silencing a boy. Beans.
No, I am a woman.
Oh, I thought you meant Caldwell Tanner. I was like, a boy.
A boy.
They
He
literally I have an example. One of their
I don't care for your-
judgments,
Jared has like
one of
like,
their things
What are we at? Like
was-
Harvard Law right now?
yeah,
what the
one
fuck?
of their things
You're like,
Could you
bringing
give
up-
me the
well,
case
like,
name?
actually,
it was the
like,
one with Reka.
in Sneep Snort.
No. Blank v blank. Who was it? Who was?
If it was Reka versus someone, then it has
no,
It wasn't Reka versus
no.
someone.
Reka was just a guest judge.
It was I don't remember who it was against. I don't remember the case name. I can't give you that for the court.
Interesting.
However, the punishment was that they had to brush Tom Cruise's middle tooth and also brush their teeth with a double-sided toothbrush.
Yeah,
Well, what
that's
did they do?
reasonable.
Like, was it justice?
Yeah, it was.
So-
And they're
What was
gonna
the
do it.
crime?
They were I don't remember the crime.
Well,
but that was
clearly
the
it was pretty
punishment.
bad.
That was the punishment.
Anyway,
But
Clearly
your
that doesn't hold up.
your punishment was that you had to like be Darth Vader or something.
I had to play basketball with a Darth Vader
a
helmet on.
punishment and a sentence are different.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to argue.
no,
The-
you're
I
trying
was
to
wrong.
argue. You're trying to argue that there's no enforcement.
You don't have to do the basketball with a Darth Vader mask, but you do have to do the 93 use. Yep.
No.
And Emily Axford would agree with me.
Anyway,
Justice Axford.
Anyway,
Excuse me.
A plus
take
and
you
flunks.
down.
Oh, I already said mine.
my A plus is Esta and I's speech
Yeah,
That was really good.
and the laser light show. I was seeing it. It was in my head, that's for sure. My flunk is that I took the deal. I knew I shouldn't have.
Damn.
I like that you took the deal.
I was peer pressured into taking the deal.
My A plus is that I was really I was nervous for giving this speech. Like I was actually gonna be like giving it in front of a room of people.
Awesome. I mean, Jared described the room, and I was like, "Whoa, it's so big." and
That's
they're all
true.
looking
Before
at
we
me.
started and Campbell was reminded, she all of a sudden got incredibly nervous.
I got really nervous. I am doing it in front of like an audience of people. Like, so it was still like, oh shoot, I should have I wanted to like make a really good one. And I don't know, I wanted to like actually write a speech because Esta would, but I liked the way that it panned out anyways. So my A plus is that it still went well and I improv'd it. So
Yeah.
Nice.
you know, my F is that Beans is always the one like getting put in the shit. This isn't like anything we can. I don't know. Beans is always the. It's not like
The coin
don't
toss was
change
legit.
anything about
No,
Beans.
yeah, no.
Like the coin toss was legit, but
Yeah.
it is still like Beans is always the one who gets put in the shit. It's just kind of a general like. This is not an F about anything. I don't know.
I'll put you in the shit more.
I don't know. It's like it's just so. It's like he's the one who like got. It's because he's the stealthiest one. So he's like we're gonna send him in for the stealth mission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta
But it's
send
like,
him in.
but then it's also like Sawyer and Esther are always the ones like lagging behind and not getting to like be.
I mean, you
in
have
the shit.
You have Misty Step, so I say next time you have the chance, Misty Step
I don't know.
into the shit.
I've like tried. But I've tried to like Misty step quickly down a hallway before, and it's kind of like just the same as my movement speed. So I usually don't like Misty step
Yeah.
to like get anywhere quicker.
I get what you're saying though. It's like
yeah, it's just
it's like in the like most pivotal moments, Beans is usually like the one like right like taking the brunt of it,
I
right? Like
know,
the
yeah.
briars, and then this is like it was on me to take the deal. It wasn't like a
yeah. So it's like I don't know. I just want Sawyer and Esta to be in the shit more.
Okay, deal.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
so part of that I would say is that like, well, and then the Misty Step thing, I'm thinking of like whenever y'all had to like chase Beans through the stuff. And also, I mean, if you had Misty Step, you would still have your movement because it's just an action or a bonus action.
yeah.
But it's also a couple of things on that is one, Beans wasn't in any shit for like 20 episodes. There was like no kind of focus on Beans.
no, but that's not what Campbell's
That's
saying.
not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Campbell's
yeah,
saying
yeah.
like at the pivotal moments that
It's
like
just,
it's
like-
typically like
Like he was in Lord of Rathus's room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, yeah, he's always just the one to like run in And I wish that's not like I don't.
No, I know. Well, don't worry. I
don't
won't
change anything
Yeah.
about the way
That's
they
just
play
an
Beans.
Olivia.
He should be the one like running in because that's what he does. But like,
I'll probably cut this out. Crazy stream in my head.
What?
In
Whoa.
my brain. Had it. Really? I'm cutting that out of the podcast.
No, that has to
That's
stay.
gotta
in.
be like that's gotta
you
be like
said it during recording. Like it
That
that's
has to
gotta
stay
be
in.
like we could put that in like a Gavin with the gals or something like that. Of like, hey, do you
Could you
wanna-
tell us? Yeah, you just are gonna recount.
Wait, there's more detail that makes it better. Like, the more detail I give, the more you're like, that's not the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's a Gavin with the gals thing if I've ever heard it. We can bleep that out of what it is. We'll put it behind the paywall. Because that honestly, I mean, that's insane.
Yeah, I should put that behind the paywall.
Or you can keep
Insane.
it to yourself next time.
No, now you have to tell us, but behind the paywall.
No, now you have to tell us. Crazy thing for you to say.
I'm cutting it. I'm not putting it in the study break.
You can you can
Nobody's
bleep it
getting
out.
that information for free.
Yeah, you can bleep
I
it.
mostly wanted to tell y'all
you-
because I feel like you need to know.
No,
Yeah.
you need to put the first sentence in there and then bleep a few lines after it and say, if you want to know, get in the Patreon.
Yeah. Well, because we haven't really mentioned what it
tease
was. We can just bleep the names and what happened.
Who,
Fun.
did you flunk? Oh, that was
Yeah,
your
Yeah, that
flunk.
was
it
the
wasn't a flunk at literally anyone at the table. It's just like
I'm not taking it that way.
yeah, no, it was
Hey, all I can say is get good and get in the shit with me.
It's a flunk on the coin for not.
Yeah.
It's always like a coin flip or like a roll or like something that
Like how close y'all can be.
like how
and
close
stuff.
we are to the action. I just want all three of us to be there. It wasn't like I want to be there and nobody else. It's like I just
Yeah.
want all three of
Yeah.
us to be in those rooms.
We get it. You want to be there and
No,
take
no,
center
no, no,
stage.
Be the star of the show.
Oh
I would love it if I didn't have important decisions left up to me.
no!
That'd be great.
I gave you my input.
Yeah, and I took it and it was wrong. That's the last time I listened to you.
Me,
You just-
me
here's
with
the thing.
Margie's best interest
Here's
at
the
heart.
thing. I think it was because both of you were so decisive all of a sudden without asking, which is not in just the grand scheme of life what you guys are like. So the fact that without talking, you guys were like, take the deal. I was like, shit, I've really missed something.
Well, Sawyer's way more decisive than me.
I know, but it doesn't always play out that way.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, like a lot of other things, we would have sat there being like, "Well, should we tell?" Like we would have been arguing back and forth
That's
about
right.
it.
So I was
Because,
forever.
like Beans getting information about Governor Frey, it's like that could help get your Briars off, which I feel like Beans wouldn't think about because like
Oh,
he doesn't
yeah.
think about himself like on top of everyone.
Yeah.
But for Sawyer, it wasn't not just about Margie. Like for Sawyer, part of it is like the more information we have about Governor Frey, the quicker
Yeah.
we get Beans out of this situation. So like that was like a big part of it. Honestly, that was probably in the moment a bigger part of it than Margie.
I was just saying because I was like, why was I swayed so easily by them? I'm not easy to peer pressure everyone, but I was like, oh, it's because they did not talk and they simply were like, you have to take the deal, and I was like, I have gravely missed some information or something, so I will be taking the deal. Thank you. They got in my
Sometimes
brain.
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
We're cracking down.
They made a decision quick, and I respected it. I didn't want to give them any
We don't
negative.
do it often.
I didn't want to give them any negative reinforcement for deciding something quick.
Yeah.
I only
Yeah, you have to reward us positively.
I only give
Yeah.
positive reinforcement in this house.
Yeah.
My flunk is the same as Sawyer's or Lily's, the Coach Gludge thing. I'll say my A+. Y'all kept saying before that it was like, oh, I'll just like improv the speech. I'll I'll just like jump into it. And I was like, I don't think that they're taking this as serious as I want them to be. Because I told myself that I was going to give y'all some time to like come up with stuff. And y'all like, just do what I do and I'll just improv it. But giving y'all the time, I was very happy that y'all invested into it. So A+ to y'all.
Yeah.
To
For,
be honest,
even though like it was improv, but y'all still like wrote down what y'all wanted to do.
Yeah, we
y'all
wrote down all our
like
talking
the
points.
points that y'all wanted to hit,
we did give 70% of the time to the skit, though.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
which is still like important. Like I didn't know. I was nervous that y'all would be like.
You thought we
Like,
could throw
would-
the
would-
skit?
I thought that y'all would put no attention to the skit and then to be like, oh, like we'll just like
You've known
talk
me for
about
5
it.
years.
We'll
Hey.
just talk about the skit at the same time. We'll just do like because also
Whoa.
like before, we were like,
I would
oh,
never
like,
do that.
We'll
And
do
neither
like
would Sawyer.
we'll like
Sawyer planned-
pass around like
Sawyer
one
planned
word.
a 7-minute dance routine.
We'll pass
So-
around like one word at a time.
No. So you're saying that every time I, as Olivia, step on an improv stage, you don't have faith that I can come up with something
Wow.
good and compelling?
I know it's going to be good.
You don't think I
But-
could take something seriously if I'm making it up on the spot?
The me saying multiple times, I'm gonna give y'all time to do it, and then saying like I'm just going to improv it lessens the importance
That's not true.
of it. Yes, it does. Of like the time that is given to you. And then, but y'all took the initiative and took it very seriously and had a lot of fun with the time that was given to come up with something that was good and effective. And like y'all planned,
Yes.
which I think was
Sawyer
great.
tragic backstory is that she planned that dance routine, which is pretty close to a skit. Also had fireworks.
Yeah.
I love that one of them went into the curtain. It was so
Yeah.
funny.
Oh my
Igneous
god.
on pyro.
Igneous just gets fireball.
That was awesome.
Anyway, that feels like a really long study break.
It was.
Dang it.
Anyway, do we have anything else? We talked about the Patreon.
That sounded like a study break hater.
Go to the Patreon if you want to hear what Lily's secret
Hey,
was.
if
Yeah,
you've
we're
made
gonna
it-
cut some. We're
yeah.
gonna shave some time off with me cutting that out of the episode.
Oh my God.
I will bleep it and put it in.
If you've made it to the end of the study break and you're not on the Patreon, what are you doing?
You have
Because
to,
obviously
you have to get over there
You'd
because
have a great time.
I'm genuinely really excited to tell you about what my what it was, what happened.
we talked
Get
to you
in there.
so much over there, and for only $5, you can hear us talk, not at you, with you.
Yeah, we're
Twice a month.
yapping. We're yapping
We're
together
yapping
over in
with
the
the
Patreon.
yapping with the
Yapping with
yapping
the
with the y'alls.
yapping with
Okay.
the y'alls.
All right, all right.
Jared, his face looks like we've stumbled upon something great. Or
Yapping with the y'all.
Jared looks the second most shocked he has by
That's-
something tonight.
Crazy.
crazy good.
The first one being that
No,
Lily had a sex dream with-
stop! Are you kidding me? Now I have to, no, actually, I'm gonna leave that in. I'm gonna leave that in so that.
But we'll
they're
reverse
even
it.
more intrigued.
You bleeped the first one.
Yeah.
I had a blink.
They can know what it was, but they can't know what what it was about.
Okay, get in the study break if you want to.
Anyway.
What did
Subscribe to the Patreon. Do a study break. I mean, do the
Campbell is trying to
mail
end
us
this.
something.
What did I put in reverse? That one study break that you said?
It was a spoiler from Fantasy High.
Oh yeah, I put it in reverse.
Put in reverse. Too.
What did
I
it?
was
It was a
thinking
big
that.
spoiler.
All right, is that the end?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Tune in next week to an episode.
Bye.
Bye.